welcome to the Crafty Toads. This is a podcast about knitting and crocheting and all things crafty. I am Mary Beth. You can find me all over as Mary Beth 494.
And I am Helen, and you can find me as Helen HG69. And as you can see, spring has sprung.
Look where we are. We're
back outside.
It's warm enough that we can podcast outside. This is so exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so we are coming to you from lovely Glassboro, New Jersey, and I'm very sorry, I seem to be squinting.
It's going to be
a squinty kind of day.
It's either this or sunglasses.
Well, please, can we make sure that the frame holds on that one?
That'll be YouTube's choice of art.
Let's pick the most unflattering picture you can find.
I'm pretty sure that's the algorithm. Gets them at their ugliest.
So, today is Tuesday, April 20, I'm going to say 4th,
I think. Yeah.
April 24th. And it is absolutely glorious outside.
It is actually spring. It's not too hot. It's not too cold.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
It's my kind of weather.
Yes.
So.
And we're testing you today because we switched places. We have people who come up to us when we're at shows and you're in the wrong place. Because obviously I always sit on the right hand side. I don't even think about it, but it just happens that way. Let's see, what do we have to talk about? We have a lot to talk about because we've got some projects.
Yes.
And
we have been busy.
We
have to do the whole Toad Hollow.
Oh, okay. So we are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow, our store. We have an online store at toadhollowNJ.com. You can find us also on Etsy at toadhollowNJ and all over social media as, guess what? Toad Hollow NJ.
We have a Ravelry page under the Crafty Toads podcast.
Which is not Toad Hollow NJ. No, I'm very sorry. Right. We decided to switch things up there. Yeah.
So that's us.
We're in a nutshell.
Not that active on Ravelry. But
no, we're terrible.
Yeah. I try and check it every couple days just to make sure.
Yeah.
See if anybody has any questions or anything. So.
Okay, a couple of things. We have a book club that we do, and this past one we were reading A Wrinkle in Time, and Helen will be showing her project that is the pattern that we sent out with the yarn. And we are having our virtual knit night / book club this coming Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. It will be on Zoom. We will be putting the link on, or the code to get to the group page.
There's a group page in Ravelry that we're going to do, and we also have a group page on Facebook because there are some people who don't do Facebook but do Ravelry.
But there's a link that will take you to the...
It's going to be the link to the actual meeting.
Conference.
Right.
That's the word I'm looking for.
As soon as we set that up, about 15 minutes before, so say about 2:45, we'll put out the link, which you just follow to the conference.
Right.
Okay.
And
so I apologize. The wind is blowing our camera.
It's not even the dog's fault.
Yeah, this is just all wind.
And it is on zoom.co?
Zoom.us.
Okay.
And if you would like to join us and you are not on either of those venues, Facebook or Ravelry, please just message us on Instagram. Probably is the best place to get us. And we will send you the link directly.
Yeah. So,
we hope as many people can make it.
Yeah, because we can have a whole bunch at one time.
Yeah.
And
we're just limited to 40 minutes, so we will start right on time.
And
because they cut you off at 40 minutes.
Right. That's what happened the last time. Mid-sentence, all of a sudden black screen.
So I will set an alarm so that we know.
That we don't forget.
Yeah.
Okay. That's that done. April Yarn Club. We are doing a year at the museum this year for our yarn club. April is late going out. We are so sorry, but we had 2 weeks of back-to-back shows so that they are ready. They are drying right now. They are beautiful, really beautiful. Helen did them. They are gorgeous, but they will be going out tomorrow.
So
tomorrow's
everybody should have them. Most people should have them by the end of the week.
Okay. I think that's it, right? As far as
admin stuff? I think so, yeah.
Okay. So, as I said...
Sorry, train's coming by.
Well, for those of you that are new, welcome. And we have 2 co-hosts that are...
We try and keep their comments to a minimum.
Spike and Drusilla. Drusilla is the one that is barking right now. She knows that I have a pocket full of treats.
Drusilla knows there's a pocket full of bribes.
She is just waiting for me to share them. But the past 2 weeks have been crazy busy because we had shows. We had a fiber festival in Allentown, New Jersey 2 weekends ago, and then last weekend was the Wool Walk, and we did 2 days at Chelsea Yarns in Red Bank and a day at Hooked in Haddonfield, and we had
It was a really good week.
such a good time. We really did. We had
so much fun.
Wonderful time.
The Wool Walk is always fun.
Yes.
It's exhausting, but it's always fun.
The Wool Walk was really a fun time. So thank you to everybody who came out and supported us and came up and said hello, and for all your kind comments about our podcast. Thank you.
Yes,
very
and
much.
it's always great to meet people.
Yes. All right, so shall we show some knitting?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a knitting podcast after all. You have 3. You want to go first?
Sure. I will start with the book club.
Okay.
So as Mary Beth said, we are reading A Wrinkle in Time for the book club, and we chose as our project the helical striped cowl.
You know, I am bound and determined that this is going to be a shawl because everything I say is
Is shawl.
helical shawl. It's really a cowl.
And we chose to do it in 3 colors. So everybody got a lovely braid of the 3 colors, which are Charles Wallace, Calvin, and Meg. And everybody could, I mean, they could use the 3 colors for anything they want. But if you were doing the cowl, you could use them whichever way you wanted to. And what I chose to do was, I started with Meg, which is the green. And I did the bottom rib in Meg. And then I did Meg and Calvin striped for half of the striping. And then I did Charles Wallace and Calvin for the second half. And I am using Charles Wallace as the rib on top. So I've just gotten to the rib on top. And I am almost done. And I think it is so pretty.
I love this so much.
I love the tonal quality of the pink. The pink is really...
Yes.
The green, it doesn't show up as much because the green is so light.
But I love the way it fades into the yellow, so it almost becomes a yellow-green.
Oh, absolutely. You can't even really... Like from here, you can't even really tell that it's striped. You just kind of think it's like a limeade color.
And it's just so pretty.
And it's interesting how the different colors reacted with the yellow. How the green muted the yellow, and then the yellow just let the pink pop. So, almost done. I should hopefully be done.
Pretty.
I will definitely be done by the next time we do our knitting podcast. So,
This is Helen's car knitting.
yeah.
While I'm pretty much the driver, so Helen knits while I drive. God, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
That pink is just really, really pretty.
And the ribbing, it's called a mock cable ribbing.
I got this.
Oh, okay. So it's really kind of fun. And the striping was a different way of doing striping when you're striping in the round, which I really enjoy because you cannot tell where I changed my colors. And usually there's like a line going up or something. And it's just, you can't tell.
So God, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
So pretty.
So I can't wait till it's done and blocked so I can put it on and see how it looks.
Right. Wow. Oh, my main knitting for the past 3 weeks has been 4 weeks actually, has been Helen Stewart's Impressionist Mystery Knit Along, and the 4th clue has come out. I am working my way through clue 2, so I am really far behind, but I actually finished a row.
I was going to say I wouldn't let myself start a new row last night.
This is where I am right now. It is getting quite big,
It's so pretty.
and I think I'm
And
on
ours are so different.
32 inch, maybe it's either a 32 or a 40 inch needle, but it's stretching the limits, and I'm only working my way through clue number 2, which means that I still have, clue 3 and 4, and you just keep adding every row you add.
You still have to double your stitch count.
I know. It's crazy. I mean, I'm well over 300 now. So I have stitch markers.
Stop it.
Every 16 stitches, I think it is, or 17 stitches, because there's a pattern that repeats. So it makes it, since I put the stitch markers on, I have not made a mistake within the pattern thing. So it's working. Stitch markers are working. But
they're a great lifeline, because if you you get to the stitch marker and you're not right, you only have 17 stitches to go back.
Right. So I really am enjoying. I'm having such a good time knitting this.
It's so fun.
I really love doing it, and I love the way my colors are working together. So my colors are mustard seed, swudge, and bottom. Those are my 3 colors. Mustard seed and bottom are from our Midsummer Night Dream series, and swudge is from our Willy Wonka series. And there it is in all its glory. It's just so pretty. It's beautiful. Really
love
love
the
it.
green and bottom. They are just, oh my god.
I know. And I love the way purple pops in mustard seed. It's such a pretty mixture. So I love the pattern. The pattern is just so pretty. She did it on a size 6 since I knit tightly. I've mentioned this before. I went up to a size 8, and I really love the way the looser pattern. I usually am much tighter, so that it's going to be smaller but also more condensed. I like this, that it's airier.
It's squishier, and you're really going to be able to wrap it.
Yes. So very happy with this. Really very happy with it. Put these away.
And Helen Stewart just writes a brilliant pattern.
She does. Absolutely does.
If you've never knit with her patterns,
she always has a percentage and a stitch count and a percentage in her
at the end of each row.
At the end of each row, so that you can see, you can check periodically if you're on track and where you are, that sort of thing. So really great. So I am just about, I think I am 45% done. Moving right along.
I am also, surprise, doing the Impressionist MCal, and I just started clue 3. So I'm actually just 55% done, and I have 402 stitches.
Wow. I got this.
Make sure I'm showing the right side. This is mine.
Come on.
So I have finished. Oh, by the way, spoiler alert.
Oh, geez.
We're so far behind.
Yeah, I really don't think that we're... Everybody's been putting up their things, and I mean, seriously, Clue 4 came out. People are done. So I don't think we're really spoiling it. I hope not. If we did, I'm so sorry. Okay, go ahead.
So I finished the lace on Clue 2, and I'm doing the lace for the beginning of Clue 3. And I just love my colors.
Okay, so you started with...
So I started with sea glass. And then my B is eatable marshmallow pillows from our Willy Wonka line. And C is Dickon from our Secret Garden. Oh, this color. I hope I get a lot of this color.
I'm pretty sure in Clue 5 or Clue 4, a lot of Clue 4 is C.
Is C, yeah.
So that,
because I really, so far I've gotten like 2 row stripes. I haven't really been able to do a great big swath of it to see how it totally knits up. But I love this color.
I can't wait to see it. I really can't. So. The others are doing so beautiful, are working so beautifully that you just...
And my stitch count is on. My lace is spot on. I have not made a mistake. I'm becoming quite the experience here.
Huh. Check you out.
It's the pattern. And putting the stitch markers. The stitch markers is the key. So
Makes all the difference.
yeah. Very, very pleased with it.
Yes.
That's all I want to do. Our next project, Mary Beth is much further along because she does more of hers every night.
I make myself do at least 2 rows every night.
And I just picked this up.
We follow a person on Instagram called Coastal Crochet, and she decided that she wanted to do a Bust Your Stash crochet blanket, and she's calling it By the Seaside Crochet Blanket. So I have been working on that. I picked colors from Knit Picks the Dishy, which I'm really liking. I have 6 colors that I am just repeating. On one of my other blankets, I was just reaching randomly in and pulling out colors. This one, I am following along with the colors in the same order, one after the other. So this is as far as I've gotten.
Oh, the waves are so gorgeous.
They really are pretty. And I love the way the colors are working together. I think they're so pretty together. What Coastal Crochet does is at the beginning, on Mondays, she puts out 2 rows, and on Fridays, she puts out 2 rows. So you do 4 rows over the week, and I think she was planning on doing 140 or 145 rows so that it would take her several months to do it. But
Yeah, I think she's on 14 or 15 right now.
Week 14 or 15,
Yeah.
So that's the way it looks right now. She's doing different stitches, and
the pattern's all on her website. It's coastalcrochet.com.
right.
And if you click down the menu, she has each week, so you can just go back to start with week 1 and
Work your way through.
forward. Yeah.
I went through and saved all the posts on Instagram, so that's how I've been doing it. But maybe I should do that to make sure I don't miss anything. Although I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
she puts great pictures up so you can see.
Make sure that you're doing it right.
Well, and also so you can see that you're the same place where she is. You know, if you forget and you've only done 3 waves instead of 4, you're like, wait a minute, I'm missing a color there. You can figure it out. So I really do enjoy doing it. Right now I'm doing granny square clusters, which
I
are
love
kind of
doing
fun.
it. And now that I'm looking at yours, I'm like, oh, gotta get back to mine.
But I love the colors. Really love the colors. So they're all Knit Picks Dishy, and I have what I need to do is put this on my Ravelry page so that people can see what colors I did. But I know there's Lilac Mist and Mint, I think, and Creme Brulee. That's the yellow. So I'll get it all on Ravelry. Take a picture of it and get it up there. But that's the way it looks right now, and really, I'm so happy with it.
What size hook are you using?
I am using an H, which is what she calls for. And it's perfect length. That it's going to be perfect for a lap or to go across the top of my bed or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? And I think it's going to be long enough that it will be a
It'll
decent
fit on
length.
your bed.
Yeah. And if it doesn't, I will simply keep going.
And put it on the back of the couch or whatever.
Yeah. So that's where I am with that. Really loving it.
So I am not really as far along. Trying to see what hook I'm using. Sorry. Talk amongst yourselves. I lost my crochet hook.
Aren't you doing a G?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure you're doing a G.
Where's my crochet? Oh, it's in the blanket. What? I'm on a 7, a 4.5 millimeter.
I am on a 5, so. Oh, look. Dog hair.
No idea where that came from. I'm just pulling my stitch so I won't lose it. Put it out of the bag. So, here we go. This is mine. I am still, I believe, on week 3. I may have just started week 4. My colors are almost exactly the same as Mary Beth's, except for instead of her lilac, I have the pink, and instead of the gray, I have the sand dune.
You did your bobbles differently than I did.
Okay.
I have a long tail going from bobble to bobble.
I did it wrong.
I like it though.
See, you did. This is the section we're talking about right here.
The blue.
In between each of the bobbles here on the blue. You use the yellow to do the single crochets, and I use the blue.
You just went straight through with the blue.
I just went straight through with the blue, and that was wrong. But it looks fine.
I think it looks really pretty. I love the blue. It looks like ribbon.
Yeah.
Lacing through. You know, it's really pretty.
I mean, the bobbles don't pop as much as yours do because all it is the bobble.
Right.
But
rather than barking at them, why don't you go find out what it is? There is something rustling in the underbush over to the side, and Drew is just staring at it and barking.
20 cardinals. And then, so the only color I have not put in yet, my next color change will be to the green. Which is honeydew.
You will notice that many of the colors are the same. As a matter of fact, I think we may have two that are different.
I was going to say it's just the pink
and the tan.
The pink and the tan.
I have gray and purple.
But
I so love the way the pink and the yellow look together.
And the
I
yellow
think they're
and the blue.
so pretty together. Really beautiful.
And then you get to the coral and the yellow. They all just work so well together.
They do.
It's just. And after the mishmash, that was my last blanket. There was just a riot of color. I just love.
I love this muted color look.
The intention of using these colors.
We're going to have to order more.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting to the point where I'm going to start needing more.
And I love doing it. It's just I get distracted by Helen's story.
Yes, she has a tendency to do that. Because I have 3 other shawls on the needles waiting for work. And
it's just been a crazy couple weeks that we've had very limited time to do things.
Right.
So I just want to dedicate that time to my shawl.
But now
it's like, goodbye everybody. I'm gonna go crochet my
I know. I just want to take the whole day and just do it. However,
yarn clubs have to go out, and
we have stuff to do, work to do. She's lying on the cord.
I was gonna say we've little caca, but she's quiet.
We're professionals at this.
We'll go with the shipwreck look.
Okay. So those are our works in progress. Moving right along.
Yeah.
So it's good. We were at the yarn.
We'll walk.
We were at New Jersey We'll Walk, and last Saturday was local yarn store day. So I am so sorry.
Okay.
We're
gonna pause for a second.
Okay. We apologize for that. Evidently, Drusilla was lying on the cord and just slowly tilting the phone.
If I had just managed, bothered to charge my phone.
This never happened. It's always... Anyway.
Somebody was asking us, by the way,
this
weekend. She asked us how we filmed the podcast. Who does the filming? So, just so everybody knows, nobody does the filming.
In case you haven't guessed,
I know that we have convinced you that this is a professional operation. And we have
and not jerry-rigged with duct tape
with professional equipment and everything. This is filmed on my iPhone
on a very wobbly clamp.
A clamp that is clamped to the edge of a chair, so that when the wind blows, we blow. And because I did not charge my phone last night, when Drusilla sits on the cord, we go off screen. And right now, my cat is climbing the screen door.
All right, we're gonna get ourselves back on track. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, last week was the Wool Walk, and for Local Yarn Store Day, which was last Saturday, we dyed a special yarn called, guess what?
We were really creative here.
Local Yarn Store. This is Local Yarn Store.
We sold all but one skein, so it's going up in the shop today.
People were so kind about it.
Yes.
They had really nice things to say about it. And we are very, very happy that people liked it.
Yeah.
It was,
And we sold all
A
but
whole
one.
bunch.
Yeah.
So this will be going up in the shop today, and we will be dyeing more.
I was going to say we will dye more. But if you would like the one skein, go grab it.
Quick. It's not in there yet, though.
And if it's gone, just let us know.
Excuse me.
And we can make sure we get you one.
Everything that we brought back from the wool walk, we listed a whole bunch of yarn yesterday, and we will be listing the rest of the yarn today, and hopefully getting into the bags.
Yeah.
Because we do have a few bags left over. So everything that was left over is going into the shop, and then we will be adding as we go along.
Yeah.
Dudley, you are going to knock that screen door right out.
My cat was just like this.
You know the Hang On Baby Friday's coming? Remember that?
On the screen door.
On the screen door.
Which, like our filming equipment, is sort of jerry-rigged.
Oh my God. All right. So other than the...
So bags and yarn and everything is going up to the shop.
Right.
We are very excited because our yarn is now going to be available at Chelsea Yarns.
Yes, coming
starting
up.
Hopefully next week. So we are dyeing up for her.
Yes.
An order for her.
We are also refilling Hooked.
And we're dyeing her some kits. I'm going to put a picture.
Excuse me.
Mary's going to get a picture of this cat so I can put it in. Dudley let a wasp in the house. Now he has to get it.
That's on you, Dudley.
When he bites me, you're out. The wasp is in.
Okay. All right. So,
anyway, what was I saying?
I don't even remember. Yarn at local stores at Hooked.
We're doing kits for Hooked. They knit up.
Okay, so quite a few interruptions today. You know, boy, cats, dogs, everything, bees. It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
So anyway, I was saying, Hooked knit up a cowl. It's called the Corrosion Cowl, with our Blowing Bubbles color and one of our pink mini skeins.
It is so beautiful.
So pretty. So she asked us for kits, and we're gonna make up extras, and we'll put them in our shop. And I'll put a picture of the cowl in because it's just it's so pretty.
It really is. And then there's another cowl that's by Isabel Kramer. That's you use two different skeins of yarn, and one, the outer skein has holes. It's a lace, but like a giant lace pattern going around,
almost like a big buttonhole.
And then inside, the inside one shows through because
you've got the button.
You've got the two. Oh my! It's so beautiful. So we're doing ones for that too.
Yeah, and then also the Points of Libra shawl. We're doing up kits for gradient kits for that,
which is really cool.
Yeah,
it's really cool. So yeah, no, fun things in the works coming up.
Yeah, really cool.
Exciting stuff coming up. We're really happy about that. What else did we do this weekend? Because we did the local yarn store. Then on Sunday, we went to an RV show, which I have to tell you, like a little while ago, I would have thought you are absolutely out of your ever-loving mind if you think I'm going to be at an RV show. It's just not my thing.
And even shorter time ago, I was still saying no.
But then we started following these people online who are traveling around the country in an RV, and I'm just...
And they live in their RV. It's not just...
I've always wanted to have a gypsy caravan, and this is going to be my gypsy caravan, and I'm just so excited about it. So we went to the RV show to see, because we have absolutely no idea. I mean, people start talking to you about fifth wheels and stuff like that, and you're just, what?
Yeah, I just want to, travel in my RV, man.
Yeah, I don't know what kind and how big.
Just make sure the electricity works, and somebody else cleans the bathroom.
Right, and do you get one that you drive or one that you pull? And if you get one that you pull, then you have to have a car that's big enough. I gotta tell you, the clown car that we're in is not going to pull an RV.
It's not going to pull our 9,000-pound RV.
Going to cut it. So you have to have a separate car, and it's all these different things because we're really excited about it, but we're right at the beginning of the planning stages to see. We also wanted to get an idea of pricing. How much was it going to cost? And I have to tell you,
how far do my 3 pennies have to go?
my best dollar is not going to buy some of those driving RVs. I was looking at one.
I mean,
Well,
and that was the deal.
Yeah.
I mean, because it was, if you buy it, here's the price, and then if you buy it today, I mean, most of them were.
They were kind of like 30%
yeah,
off.
30, almost some of them were almost 50% off.
Yeah, I mean, they were doing really, really good deals if you had the money. But it was, I mean, I was looking at one, and we walked through it. It was one of the ones that's a bus. It is attached, it's got its own motor, there's no separate car or anything. You are driving the RV.
And it's actually, it looked like a great big tour bus.
Yeah. $160,000.
Yeah.
That's a little bit out of our price.
And it's a little big a thing to drive.
Oh my God, that thing was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it was taller than 18 wheelers.
I mean, some of them I'm like, okay, we're going to have bridge clearance issues.
Yeah, really. And turning, I know it's got to be able to turn somehow, but I'm
well,
not sure
I think
how.
that turn is, to me, in my mind, that turn is easier than pulling the great big long one.
Yeah, but I don't think that's true. I think it's easier.
No, I
to
know,
pull the
but
long
it's just
one.
to me.
Yeah,
That's just.
it's just, it was really. We did see a couple that we thought might work driving wise,
But tight.
but they were going to be. Well, a couple of them were
Because you
okay.
have to sleep over the cab. One of us has
One
to
would
sleep
person
over
would
the
be
cab.
sleeping over the cab. But then there are a couple that are pull-alongs. There was one that was really, really cute, and it got the best in show, but it is small.
Yeah, no, that one we would definitely, we could have two.
It had two separate sleeping areas.
Well, no, one of them we would have to make the sleeping area.
No, because the one that went best in show had the sleeping area at the front.
Oh, right. We had to fix that. Okay.
Right.
So it had the two different sleeping areas, but then just like a little table. And I mean, your tiny little kitchen. They all have tiny little kitchens. They all have tiny little bathrooms. But we decided
Which
that
we're okay with.
we could make that one work. It would just be most of our working would be outside. It would be a completely outdoor living kind of thing. Had an awning, so you could pull the awning over and you would be covered, but on pouring rain days or something like that, it would just be strictly computer work and very, very, very tight quarters for the two of us.
Right, and then
And
you
four
throw
animals.
in the two dogs because there's not a lot of floor space.
Yeah.
That was the thing. There just wasn't a lot of floor space. So you put two dogs there, and cats trying to get over dogs and things like that. It was
just too
really, really tight. I think that one was too small. And a lot of them were too big, just way too big.
But it was, I mean, the too big was driving it
well, also
and pulling it.
it was wasted space. You know,
Well,
having
I mean,
lots of
a lot of
space
them are just-
in the bedroom is because there were a couple that had the bed, a queen size bed, and then quite a bit of space
Oh, to move
alongside
around,
of
yeah.
it. You know, which is nice if you're. But how much time do you actually spend in the bedroom? It's just wasted space.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the things we were talking about with those, where we would probably take out the queen size bed, try and put a wall in, and just have two separate sleeping areas there.
But again, pulling along kind of long.
And some of them, I mean, they just have ridiculous extras. Not
Right.
ridiculous. Okay, they have excessive
For
extras
us.
that we don't need.
Right. We do
Like,
not need
I
glass,
don't need a 50-inch TV.
and we don't need mirrored cabinets all over the place.
And it's not only we don't need it, we don't want it. It is not our style in any way, shape, or form. The wood panel refrigerator, that is not my...
and beveled doors for the cabinets and things
Yeah.
like that with fancy glass inlay, and that's what I don't want to spend money on that.
Right.
I'd much rather have just a plain door.
I'd rather spend money on living space.
Right.
So.
So, however, we did find several that we really kind of liked. Most of them came with a couch and then two chairs, and we'd probably pull the two chairs out and put a day bed in.
Yeah.
So that instead of having, or pull the couch out and put a day bed there, pull one of them out because we don't need seating for four,
Yeah.
and just have a day bed so that one person's sleeping area will just be
The day bed.
the day bed.
Yeah.
So it's going to work. We have to save our pennies.
So we're going to have a chart of the RV fund.
Right. And we're going to start, saving our money for it because now we know we have a pretty good idea. We think we're probably going to get one of the pull-alongs.
Right.
So
Because we need something to drive once we, because we're going to, I mean, the plan is that we would go from place to place and spend, 3-4 weeks at a time in one place. So you have to be able to get around, and you don't want to drive your home
right.
everywhere you go.
And the thing is, I'm pretty sure that the clown car is going to die before we get to a point where we're able to buy the RV.
Sorry,
so
I'm
I said to
knocking some
Helen,
wood so that the clown car just doesn't get. Okay.
so since we're going to be getting a new car anyway, go
Right.
for
Right.
the kind of car that can pull an RV. It's kind of our way of thinking right now. We're not 100% sure.
And this is nothing.
That is happening anytime soon.
Any time.
However,
The RV fund, you know how they have the little bulb with the thing? The bulb isn't even, there's no lines in the bulb.
the bulb hasn't even been drawn yet.
The RV fund is in the negative.
But we now know what we want, and we're going to start putting money towards it.
Yeah.
And it'll be fun, and we'll keep you updated and let
And
you know.
I mean, it's a fun pipe dream.
Yes.
So-
And also, it's going to help us pare down everything that we own.
Oh yeah,
because
we are going with minimalist living.
I got to tell you, it is going to be minimalist.
Yeah.
Everything's gone. All right. So that was the big exciting thing from Sunday. And then I just have, really, that's pretty much it. We found out that our local cable provider was giving us HBO free for the past week. We found out about it Saturday night. So we caught up on some Harry Potter movies because
Yeah.
we came back from the We'll Walk on Saturday and figured this out, and we managed over Saturday and Sunday.
We got 4 movies in.
We got the first 4 movies in, which were really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So we've been listening to it on tape. We are almost done book 6 on tape.
We've
So
gotten to the really bad part of book 6,
Yeah.
and then we lost the library took it back, so we just got it back today.
So we're going to finish up book 6, and then we're going to start book 7. So we have 4 more movies to go because I know that they split book 7 into 2 movies.
Okay.
So that we have 4 more to do.
Yeah.
So we'll have to get them somehow.
Whatever.
But look at that, we lost our video feed just in time to say goodbye.
And I really hope that this has not been too shaky.
You're going to see it when you edit it.
Yeah.
We may be refilming this. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
All right. So, I think we are done. Yes?
I think so, yeah.
I put a picture up on Instagram of our list of things that we have to do over the next week, which is daunting. However, we are checking things off left and right.
Right.
And next on the list is going grocery shopping for the week. So that's fun.
Yeah, because we were supposed to do that Sunday.
And it is now Tuesday, and we have got to do it because nobody has any food. So we are off.
The inmates are getting restless and have decided that no food is not an option.
Right. So Helen is going to be editing this as I drive us to the supermarket. Woo, woo. Can you tell how excited we are? But we got to get it done. But yeah, no, we are, we got lots to do.
Yeah.
So I hope,
exciting things coming up. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
I hope everybody is having a wonderful week.
Happy spring.
Yes.
Happy winter to everybody on the other side of the world.
Daffodils are popping up.
Magnolia
Forsythia.
trees are absolutely spectacular.
It is a gorgeous time of year
Look
in
at
New
all
Jersey.
the green. You can't see the house across the way anymore.
Love spring in New Jersey.
Yep.
Absolutely love it.
Allergies are terrible this year because I am not I get allergies, but I have no right to complain. But they're
Do you know-
really bad this year.
I'm not.
They're just, oh my God, my sinuses are so congested.
I'm not. I haven't had it.
I couldn't breathe last night when I went to bed.
I wonder if you're getting something. I wonder if it's not
No,
allergies.
because I was thinking about it this morning, and I feel fine. So
Yeah.
it's allergies, and it's just the scratchy throat and the sinuses. It's just, and I mean I can see the pollen blowing on the air, so I know.
Suck it up, Chuck.
Right, as I said, I have no reason to complain, so I can only imagine what people who get really horrible allergies are feeling because I'm not happy.
All right, I am bribing the dogs.
Yes,
Shall we go?
I think so.
We need to go. Everybody, have a wonderful week.
Yes, we
And-
will see you next week with our sewing updates.
Yes, go forth and knit.
Go forth and knit, everybody.
Bye.